All right, on today's 30-minute mechanic, we're gonna pick up where we left off yesterday. Got turbo sitting here, drain lines on it, about ready to put it in, bolted in maybe for the final time. Probably gonna try to put the wastegate on, and we'll see where we get today. It's another hot day in the shop, so better go find my visor. All right, there's one thing I didn't think about that I need to do before I bolt this turbo in, and that is make a little bit of space right here, which I may have to pop those deals out. A little bit of space right there for that discharge pipe discharge into the turbo to stick out right there, because it's going to need just a little bit of a notch right there in that sheet metal. So let's get busy doing that. A little funny little tool over here. See if we can get in the fender well here. That one is not connected to anything. There we go. Okay, that wiring is kind of out of the way. Do some more detaching, I think. Come on. There we go. Okay, got some wiring kind of pulled out of the way in there. That little dude. Yay! All right. Now, not 100% sure how I want to try to do this. Cutting sheet metal out of the fenders is always kind of hard. Mainly because you can't get nothing in there. I could get my giant hole saw. Although I don't know if I can get the drill in there. Let's go look. Let me see if I can find that real quick. Y'all hang on. Okay, I'm back. Went and got my hole saw. I didn't bring my giant half-inch drill. So I just got my little drill here. I think it'll be fine for sheet metal. I don't think I can get my half-inch drill in there. It's a big sucker, and it will turn you into a pretzel in no time flat. This, I think, I'm going to start right here. Maybe. This is 100% guesswork. If I can get it to start without jumping around. There we go. Come on. Come on, you can do it. Hey, we're out. Okay, got us a hole. Hope you're not deaf. I know I am partially deaf now because of that. Now what I might do is find my Where'd it go? That's up there. Had some snips. Might try to trim that corner off just a little bit and kind of keep that from being so dangerous looking. Yeah, it ain't half bad. Throw those in the trash. All right, you can see right down here, got us a hole. I don't have any idea if it's really in the right spot or not, but we're gonna set the turbo in there and take a look. Snake the drain line down. This thing's heavy. Come on. Oh my gosh. This thing is heavy. Come on. There we go. There's that one. Well, it's sort of about as good as I was going to get there. Yips. I do need to trim out a little more on the bottom and on this top edge here, right there and right down there. Let me get a Sharpie. That way I can pull up here just a little more and then trim off maybe some down here just a little bit. Because, yeah, ooh, that'll be perfect. Peek in the fender well here. Oh, come back here. Oh, yeah. Actually, I might not need to trim any on the bottom. I might just trim a little at the top up here, and I'll clear the bottom, and that'll just give me a straight shot right out into the fender. Let's move this sucker back out of the way. All right. See if we can get these in here and do a little snippy snip. Without making it look like a rabid raccoon chewed its way through the fender well. I'm really good at making a mess, trimming sheet metal. Come on, get off there. It's not too bad. Oh, by the way, Jake, I had to trim some metal on your car. Hope you're okay with it. It's a little better. If these cutters were offset the other direction, that would make my life easier. They make them, I just don't have them. I don't think I can come through the fender well. Nope. It can still be backwards. I like to round that out just a little. Here comes the part, ouch. Here comes the part where it looks like, it's probably going to look like a rabid raccoon tore into it. That's how I generally roll. I take something that looks pretty good and then I decide, well, I need to trim it a little more. And then it turns out looking like garbage. Although I don't think I'm doing too badly. Just want to curve that around a little more. Come on. Almost there. Okay, well, maybe not a rabid raccoon, maybe just a angry raccoon. I'm gonna go and just put the cutters in the drawer. That way maybe I won't be tempted to make it any worse. All right. Grab the turbo again and see how that looks. Slide that down in there. Oh, I cried. Next. Don't fall. Don't fall. I just want to slide. There we go. There we go. Okay, now that's going to work. Plenty of room at the bottom, plenty of room at the top. We have a silicone coupler that'll attach onto here. Actually, I might put that on first. I put this end of it on. And I guess I have to. I can get to that through the fender well fairly easily. All right. Well, now that we got this clocked, now we got everything clocked the direction it needs to go. I need to tighten up the bolts around this compressor. Then I'll be ready to final mount this turbo. And of course, I've got three nuts and 4 bolts. I don't know what I did with one of the last nut. I mean, can't have anything bad. I looked all through my bolt box here 2 or 3 times. I don't know where the other nut went. Whatever. We'll find a nut in the bolt box. Okay. I actually walked back to the bolt bucket and found a nut. Doesn't match the other ones, but I found a nut that will work. I really can't believe it because these are metric. So I'm really surprised. I really didn't figure I would have one. What size even is this? It's not a 15. That's a 17. That's 18. 16? Okay. 16. 16 it is. What size are the nuts now? They are not 16. They are 14. Whatever. What about that one? It's 15. Holy smokes. I mean, okay. Let me grab the 15 as well. Where'd it go? Just had it. Here it is. Now we got all our tools handy. All right, that was all off camera. But I got to tighten up those bolts first. Since we know this is going to be pointed the right direction. We'll do it just like we did the other side. Snug them down. And we'll torque them with our knee, some knee pounds. I can get that knee right in there. Go. Come on. Yep. Oh. Yep. 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 Another one. Over here. Come on. Someday that one will get tight. Ow. Okay. Check. Do a discount double check here. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, those are all tight. Now we got to kind of sort out which bolts go where. Now, last time I put this gasket on here, I actually put RTV on it. I'm not going to do that this time because it appears that the RTV just totally turned to nothing. And I just realized my camera is still over here. So let's move you guys back over where you can see. Of course, I've set all my wrenches right where my camera needs to be. All right, that'll work, I think. You know, I sometimes I'm overly critical of my camera position and angle and stuff. And then I was watching another YouTuber today, that Derek Bieri, the Vice Grip Garage. And I was watching some of his camera work, and I'm like, sometimes he videos his arm, sometimes he doesn't video what he's working on. So I don't feel so bad about some of my camera work now. All right, let's see if we can set this sucker in there without dropping it, without smashing my fingers. Okay, close. Not damaging. You know, that's not what I wanted. Come on. There's that one. Maybe switch hands here. There we go. There we go. Yay. Another bolt. This one. Let's see. This one went in from the top, didn't it? I was test fitting everything. Come on. Come on. There it goes. Ooh, this one almost came out. Get back in there. Better put a nut on that. Put a ring on it, put a nut on it. Kind of actually like how this is going together. Now, there's another bolt. Where did my other bolt go? Got two. This one comes up, and the bottom is, you know, I'm going to have a fun time putting that nut on. What? Come on. Oh. Come on. I can just wiggle my pinky finger. I can't believe I just did that. For some reason, there's my other bolt. Oh my gosh. Thought I'd lost a bolt. This one has to go in from the top. Yeah, perfect. Well, maybe have to wiggle the thing that stinks about that deal. Well, maybe that'll be okay. I know I'm not finishing my sentences here. Oh, that's perfect. That works. Now, where's the weird nut? Weird nut. Weird nut goes on the bottom on down here. Can't believe I got my fingers on it either. All right. Let's see if we can put some wrenches on these things. If I can remember what size everything is. It's 14. Maybe bang that one down a little bit. Am I turning that the right way? No. Well, I want to turn the top part, which is sort of 16. I say it's sort of 16 because that bolt, in the previous setup, I had to notch. I had to put a flat spot on the head so it would fit. Maybe it won't turn after it gets a little snug. Ah, come on. Okay. Work the bolt. Oh, look at the camera. It's not the right size for this side for that. Okay, now this one. Holy smokes. I'm going to get my wrench in there. I'm going to take the alternator off. Have to finger down in there. Can't get that. Oh, brother. Yep. Thankfully. Yeesh. I don't know if I can. Maybe you can. That throttle body over there. Yeah. There's not much room there. You know what, I might. Yeah, I don't know if I can get a socket. I was thinking I might put a socket on that, but I don't think I can get a socket on that, dude. Because of its proximity to the pipe. So, okay. Well, this will be a good test to see if we can actually get our alternator off with the turbo on. Where I don't believe I actually have all the right tools. Don't believe it. I have the right tools to get this stuff off. Right here. Now, why won't that come loose? May just end up getting the turbo mounted today and not even get to the wastegate. Which I know you're saying, hey man, I thought you were going to change your wastegate mounting and stuff. Well, I did. I was thinking about that. And decided I'm going to look. What the heck? Well, that's a 16. Decided, you know, it was working on the other cart. Oh my gosh. You know what? I'm turning that the wrong way. No, I'm not. Let's turn that the proper direction. Like, well, it kind of worked okay on the other car. It really needs a bigger wastegate down there. But the way the thing is designed, it's only pulling wastegate. It's only venting one side. Man, that comes out just right. It's only venting one side of the engine. So, one bank of cylinders. It really needs two. Needs, uh-oh. What's going on here? It needs a, well, I say the alternator will come out. The alternator will not come out. This is not making me a happy guy. Maybe if it rotates. Brother. This is becoming a calamity of errors. Welcome to 30-Minute Mechanic, where everything's easy. Nothing ever has, I never have trouble with anything. I don't think I got enough space right there, unless I can wiggle out of that bottom mount. Rotate it that direction. That's not going to help really any, but I might have just opened up enough room to get in down here. Maybe, maybe not. Wow. Well, you got a conundrum here. Conundrum. See, that turns, should be turning up with our 16. Our 16 is just, if I had a stubby 16, that could get in there. I wish that bolt would go in the other direction. I'm going to pause you guys. You've been staring at this for far too long. Oh my word. We got to stop, figure something out here, because this is not working. I got a bolt down here that I can't get to, so we got to come up with a different way to do this. Let's undo. Yeah, throwing tools. So that's 15. That's the wrong one. 14 is what I'm looking for. Where is it? Okay. Come up with a different plan here. Got a situation where the nut is obstructed on the top side by the turbine housing, and the head of the bolt on the other end is obstructed kind of by the pipe. So we have to back up here. I may end up putting a stud in somehow and working it that way. Not 100% sure yet. This is not what I intended to be doing today. I was hoping to be, come on, get up there. Hoping to bolt this thing on and hippity hop down the road. But I don't know where that nut just went on the floor. Let me put our alternator back in properly too. Oh, still got a nut down here, don't I? That's the oddball. Of course, it doesn't want to turn now. Come on. Come on. Oh my gosh. You know, some days things just don't go the way you planned. Nut right there is one of them. Got it. Okay, Turbo, we're coming back out again. Maybe. What's hanging me up now? Oh, I still got a nut. The one that's I can't get to. Come on. Get off of there. Okay, now our turbo's back off. Get out of there. Okay. Oh my gosh. I've been on a scavenger hunt to find all my parts. Now I'll show you what get you in there, I'll show you what I'm doing. Issue I'm having. You're right down here. Got this bolt. Comes in, boop, that way. But then the turbine housing is right on top of it over here. So if I could go that way with it, that'd be awesome. Because then I could put the nut on, tighten the nut up. But it's being troublesome. I'm going to pop over here, kind of look at that stuff, see if I can figure out how to get it to bolt on. Really don't know how I did it before. Anyways, let me go scavenging for hardware, and then I'm going to take a look at that. So, hang loose. All right, we're back. Find a couple of bolts here. I think I dropped one bolt. Got one. Anyways, problem is right here. Our bolt go back this way, but there's no way to. It's nearly got to go that way because I can't get a bolt in from that end. There's no way. No way to get that in there. Unless that's the bolt I used last time. See how the head's cut off? Unless I wiggled that in there, right there. That one's fine, that one's fine. I can get to all the other ones. It's just that particular one is a problem. Now that, my thought might be, I thought about a stud. That way I could put a nut here. I could just screw my stud in and then put a nut on the other side. I don't know. This is going to take some thinking. It'd be great if I could just get that bolt in there, which it might have gone in there at one point with that cartridge rotated, but we are not going down that road again. Nope, no siree. Well, tell you what, I'm going to pause this. I have no idea what time it is today. I'm going to pause this and go dig through my bolt bucket, see what I can come up with. Maybe I can find a bolt I can wiggle in there from the top. And I don't know. I just got to look. So that'll do it. Guess that'll do it for now. Okay. Yeah. Being troublesome. Actually, thought about putting a spacer in there. I put a spacer in there and get the alternator off, no sweat. But I'm not sure if it would raise the turbo up too high and hit the hood. We got a fiberglass cowl hood, but it might be a little too high. So we're gonna pass on that idea. What I did was went and got me a stud. Where are we at here? Went and got me a stud, and then I stuck it in there and put a nut on it and put some red Loctite on it. So there's a stud floating in here with a nut. Loctite on. Then we can stick it through the hole, put a nut on the other side, and hopefully we can get a wrench on it. It's gonna be mismatched hardware, but kind of got to do what I got to do there. And of course I've got all kinds of wrenches that'll fit that 9/16 head on that other thing, stubbies and everything, swivelly, ratchety things, and all kinds of good stuff. So, okay, now I guess we can head to the wrap up. Man, how many days is it going to take me to get a turbo mounted in this car? It's only 4 bolts. You'd think it'd be easy. Not easy. No. You know, people on the internet joke about, why don't you just slap a turbo on it? No slapping. You you don't just slap them on. That's not how it works. That's not how any of this hobby works. You don't just slap stuff on. It always fights you, tooth and nail. All right, today we didn't get nothing accomplished. Sort of did. We learned some stuff, so we did get that much accomplished. Did get the turbo tightened up. Figured out it's going to be a royal pain in the butt to bolt on. I also figured out that if we ever have to take our alternator off, we might just have to take a big hammer to the whole works and bash it to a million pieces. So that's going to do it for 30-minute mechanic today. I'm hot. I'm ready to go home. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, tell your friends, laugh at my misery, all that kind of fun stuff. So we'll see you next time. Bye.